Welcome to Jamaica, a land of rivers, reggae, and rising mountains, a jewel of the Caribbean. But what if I told you that long before this paradise took shape, Jamaica wasn't land at all? It was a silent graveyard on the ocean floor, buried beneath thousands of feet of water, waiting for millions of years. This is the story before the story, the untold tale of Jamaica's deep past, of fiery underwater volcanoes, colliding tectonic plates, and ancient creatures long gone. It's a journey through time, beyond memory, to discover why dinosaurs never walked here, and how one of the world's most vibrant islands rose from a forgotten sea. Let us begin in deep time. Over 250 million years ago, the Earth looked nothing like today. One colossal supercontinent, Pangaea, dominated the globe, surrounded by a vast ocean called Pantalassa. There were no Caribbean islands, no Atlantic Ocean, no Jamaica. In this Mesozoic era, between 252 and 66 million years ago, dinosaurs ruled the land. They hunted in North America, roamed the deserts of Africa, and thundered through the ancient forests of South America. But the place we now call Jamaica was nowhere to be found. Not on land, not on maps, because it was submerged, buried deep beneath the warm waters of a young, restless sea. At the bottom of that sea, sand and dead marine creatures piled into layers. Volcanoes erupted silently in the darkness, and tectonic plates, the massive slabs of Earth's crust, moved slowly beneath the surface. Jamaica, at this point, was only a dream, still sleeping on the ocean floor. Fast forward to about 50 million years ago, a new chapter begins. The North American plate begins to push against the Caribbean plate. This ancient collision, deep under the sea, begins to crack and fold the ocean floor. Underwater volcanoes awaken. Mountains begin to rise from the depths. Coral reefs grow in shallow waters, leaving behind massive layers of limestone. And slowly, very slowly, the first pieces of land begin to push above sea level. This was the birth of Jamaica, the Eocene epoch, roughly 40 to 50 million years ago. By this time, the dinosaurs had already vanished, wiped out by a global extinction event 15 million years earlier. No dinosaur ever set foot on Jamaica, because there was no land here during their reign. Instead, Jamaica rose in their absence. Built from ancient volcanic rock, coral, and marine sediments, the same limestone that now forms the cliffs of Negril and the hills of Cockpit Country. Jamaica was born out of the Caribbean Sea, not in an instant, but through a slow, powerful process of uplift and eruption. A reminder that land is never permanent. It is sculpted by time, water, and fire. Today, when geologists dig deep into Jamaican rock, they find no trace of dinosaur bones. Instead, they uncover something far older and far stranger: fossils of sea creatures, ancient ammonites with spiraled shells, brachiopods that once clung to the ocean floor, crinoids, sea lilies, fossilized in stone, all preserved in the limestone of the island's core, proof that this land was once a seabed. In the caves of the Cockpit Country, in the cliffs of Portland, and in the dry riverbeds of St. Elizabeth Dash, you can still find fossils of coral, shellfish, and ancient reef builders. These were the first inhabitants of Jamaica, not walking, but drifting, not roaring, but rippling, not in forests, but in reefs and lagoons. This is why Jamaica's rocks speak not of giants, but of oceans. As millions of years passed, the island cooled. Rain carved valleys, rivers formed, forests began to grow, and from distant shores, life arrived. Animals floated to the island on rafts of vegetation. Blown in from South and Central America, seeds took root in the fertile soil. Birds flew in and made homes in the canopy. Insects evolved in isolation. Over time, these early settlers became something new, Jamaica's first unique species. The Jamaican iguana, once thought extinct. The Jamaican boa, coiled in the limestone hills. The Jamaican hootia, a small mammal known as the coney. Even an extinct species of monkey, known only from fossil bones. Jamaica became a cradle of evolution, not through dinosaurs, but through quiet adaptation and the slow miracle of time. But still, myths persist. Some believe dinosaur bones were found here. Others speak of ancient giants, lost to time. These are stories, fueled by mystery, folklore, and misunderstanding. In truth, no dinosaur fossil has ever been discovered in Jamaica because the land didn't exist during their time. What has been found are sea creatures, shaped by pressure and age, and land animals that evolved millions of years later. To know Jamaica's history, we must look not for dragons in the dirt, but for shells in the stone. Today, Jamaica's ancient geology shapes life in ways few recognize. Its rich limestone supports farming in the hills. Its caves hide underground rivers and sacred secrets. Its cliffs stand strong against storms and sea. The island's past is buried beneath our feet, written in rock, carved by water, lifted by fire. Jamaica did not rise to hold dinosaurs. It rose to hold life, life born from the sea, shaped by the earth, and still unfolding with every sunrise. So the next time you walk through Jamaica's forests or dive beneath its waves, remember this: you are walking on an island that waited millions of years to be born, an island that rose from silence and tells its story in stone.